Okay, it's been a while since I've done one of these. It's probably been like over a week because, my schedule, the last of my clogged up schedule has, breezed on by like Donny Osmond, meaning, with the Spurs season finally coming to an end yesterday. Now my schedule is freeing up and I have more time to do all my favorite stuff that actually makes me happier these days than the Spurs. And today was the first step in the right direction. The Terry Labonte installment of Welcome to Flatch, the first step of, finishing the 2021-2022 television season before we do the second spring banger tomorrow. We have, how we had that good ass day on Tuesday, I think, yeah, Tuesday, at work in a neighborhood celebrating AJ McCalca's Robbie Gordon 31st birthday. And today I thought we were going to have to do this round again, but since it was colder than I thought, and, it was very cold and brisk, and, considering we didn't miss anything, so therefore Tuesday, the banger day we had on Tuesday, we're going to do that round again tomorrow, even though it's going to be cloudy and windy. It's going to be in the lower 60s and no rain in the forecast, so we should be fine. So we're going to bed in a reasonable time tomorrow, which last night we didn't have to do that. We were able to stay up all night all we wanted. But anyway, let's get into this. The Terry Labonte installment of Welcome to Flatch, and I got to do this in hurry up mode because my stomach is killing me and I need to eat. So okay, let's get into it. So, Dylan and his magic tricks. So, therefore, if you're going to be in the Welcome to Flatch universe and you want to work on something and have an assistant, as much as I love Kelly and, Holmes is one of my ultimate favorite actresses, don't pick her as your assistant because you'll fuck it up like Fabrizio goddamn Oberto, aka the king of fucking it up and the 2007 NBA champion with the San Antonio Spurs. Because it looked like things are going perfectly at first, but then I thought I knew there was something was gonna fuck it up, but it was not what I thought it was. I thought the fire was gonna burn the fucking retirement home down, but nope, it was the little machine that broke. And Murray, as nice of a guy he was, both in character and in real life, he made them pay for it. But luckily, Kelly and Dylan followed suit and paid for it and gave him no issues paying him back to replace that thing. And then, he had, June do that trick at the end. Kelly would look like she was disappointed in what happened before. And, when her and Dylan were hugging it out, when she talked him into going back into magic, Nadine told him to cut it out. And, her fellow audience told him to cut it out back in the day in, events before the show. They were hugging it out, and she was calling him, pick up the phone, because I thought she was calling, I thought when she called him, he butt answered him, the opposite of a butt dial, and pick up your phone. I thought she was going to bust him for hugging another girl, but luckily she didn't, but we don't know exactly what happened. So we saw her in the end be back from her out-of-town vacation, but she was never mad at him or anything about, going back to magic for that one time, and he said that, if he were to get back into magic full time, his own wife, Nadine, one of my favorite character alongside Kelly, would play by one of my ultimate favorite actresses, Taylor Ortega, said, Dylan did say if he wanted to get back into magic full time, that his own wife, Nadine, would be the better assistant. But then, of course, she thought it was stupid. I don't know how Taylor Ortega feels about that in real life, but Nadine said she got rid of his magic stuff because he didn't need it. So I don't know if we'll ever see Dylan get back into magic again. But wow. And then, of course, the subplot, the first date, between Shrub and Beth. And it looked like it was going perfectly, but I love the way, that, Beth perfectly handled that. And then you had, what's her name again? Okay, Cheryl was the name. Aya Perez, Cheryl wait. All right, I knew the actor's name, but not the character. Cheryl and Jimmy were on the date in the same restaurant, and before the fuck up with Kelly and Dylan, everything was I love how it was the reversal of fortune with two magic tricks. Everything was going good before the fuck up with Kelly and Dylan, but then over the restaurant, which I'm going to get into right now, it was originally supposed to be a date between Shrub and Beth, but then here comes Mickey and his grandmother. Luckily they were nice enough to let them sit sit with them, but at the same time, Schrob was a little unhappy, that, a date, should have been 2 people, but he was too nice, he was a little too unselfish and made it 4 people, and then he just had a breakdown in front of everybody when it turned into a restaurant magic show gone wrong. So, yeah, while everything was going good before the fuck up with Kelly and Dylan, everything was going bad at the restaurant with, the magic trick with Shrub and Beth, Mickey and his grandmother, considering, he did the dollar trick, and when he did the dollar trick, and the first part worked, but the second part did not. And the fact that, after the date was over, considering, well, I'll get to that part in a second. The fact that, Cheryl and Jimmy were in the next room over and then came out to see what in the world was going on with the commotion. Everybody gave Jimmy a dirty look, but when he said he was there for, good intentions, and for once, they didn't seem to care. Which was good. I'm happy for Jimmy. He deserves all that good publicity and positive reaction, even though he does work for Flatch's rival. But I'm glad, Jimmy's not a bad guy. I can say, even though he does, Desmond Borges' character works for Flatch's rival, but he's not. That's actually at first. A show I watch that has a bad guy, with bad characters, working for a rival of the main town. Usually they're all bad guys, but Jimmy's not a bad guy, which is really good. It, gives the shows and movies I watched over the years as a kid, teen, and adult, more variety, more like their own spice and theme. But anyway, now after the date was over and after the Dylan and Kelly fuck up, I was surprised to see the way how properly Beth handled that. Considering she handled it really well, shrugged it off, saying, "Hey, shit happened. I appreciate you looking out for me and yourself. Both of us saying it should have been just us, but you were a little too unselfish letting Mickey and his grandmother sit with us." And then they hugged it out. And he went home. She walked in her house. It was no problem. And then what was the last part? Oh yeah, Cheryl and Jimmy's post date little cut scene. But it's like a post game show in basketball and a post race show in NASCAR. So. Therefore, after they had a great dinner, which is what I'm about to go have, I'm about to have some waffle fries because I'm hungry as fuck. Cheryl and Jimmy were romantically talking things out, and I thought they were gonna kiss when Jimmy said, "There's something red on you waiting for me," and I thought they were gonna kiss, but I was hurt. I love how the behind the scenes people made Desmond Borges act like had Desmond Borges and Peterson, Cash or what? I'm sorry. Hold on, let me see. Anna Cash is the actress and Cheryl Peterson is the character. But I love how they made Desmond Borges and Cash in character form. Made them how that behind the scenes people made those two make us think that they were gonna kiss, but he was really trying to clean the sauce from the food off her lips, and then when he touched her lips like that, I thought they were gonna kiss, but maybe they have. I looked away for a split second. I don't fucking know, but it was a beautiful episode for the Terry Labonte installment. So I loved everything about it. Next week's the Mark Martin installment, so hopefully I don't have to skip over this because I have another commitment. But because every time we did get to a Mark Martin or Casey Atwood installment, I'm always skipping it because I have plans to watch it and something more important comes up. So hopefully that's not the case this time. Tomorrow. That banger video we had with AJ McCalca from the Goldbergs for Robbie Gordon's 31st birthday. Check that video out like Kevin LePage. Link is in the description. And how Thursday we couldn't run it back today because it was colder than we thought and it was really brisk. So after the fun banger day we had Tuesday, we have to do this round again tomorrow for Trinity Stokes and Olivia Sanabia for their Greg Biffle Sweet 16 and Jeremy Mayfield 19th birthday. That's the video you'll be seeing tomorrow. And then Saturday will be, since I won't be able to watch the truck race because me and my dad are going to do episode 2 of Poker Game Night with the cops. And then Sunday night for the Easter Sunday. Hope everyone has a good Easter because yesterday was the Easter Bunny Monte Carlo 400. One of those things we call the last day before yada, yada, yada. And this time it was the last day before Easter break. So it was the Easter Bunny Monte Carlo 400, even though I fell asleep after lunch. So Therefore, so Sunday is Easter, and then so I'll be probably celebrating with somebody or some people or whoever I'm going to celebrate with, and then I'll be closing it out with the Easter Bunny 500 dirt race at Bristol Motor Speedway at night, and then I'll be doing a reaction video on that. So therefore, I look forward to bringing you guys lots of bangers. This is just the beginning, and starting Monday and Tuesday, I will start my quest in finishing the 2021-2022 television season. I think Monday we'll do 2 Million Little Things. We'll do the Newman and Ty Dillon installments, and we'll do a reaction video on those. And then Tuesday we'll do the Larry Foyt and Michael Waltrip installments, and then Wednesday we'll do a Goldberg's doubleheader with the Bobby Labonte and Jeremy Mayfield installment. Bobby Labonte is in the DVR, and Jeremy Mayfield will be the new episode at 8 o'clock. So I have the schedule all set up and ready to go. As in, we're all set like Jimmy Johnson. It's all straightened out like Scott Pruitt. So I'm going to get off this son of a bitch and go eat my waffle fries. Have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn, be you. You have to try harder to do less. You can't deport a dream. Take care, everyone. Good night to the Flatch folks. See y'all next week for the Mark Martin installment. Keep in mind, the When Worlds Collide Nickelodeon crossover special will be a banger reaction video next week, so you won't want to miss that. So I just wanted to warn y'all like Ward Burton. So let me get off this son of a bitch and eat my fucking dinner. So see you later, everyone.